All right, folks, we are live. Welcome to a Death Probe Draws live stream on the Longbox Crusade channel. I'm your host, Jarrod Alberich, the yard sale artist, and it sounds like I will be joined shortly by my friend Mark Hatherly, pencilist extraordinaire. And we're just going to be a little social and have some fun tonight and see where the evening takes us. So feel free to hop in, hop out, check us out, see what's going on, ask questions. That's what we're here for. If you'll just give me a moment, I'm going to check the feed on YouTube and make sure it's all retweeted nicely. You may hear an echo for a second. Good. The audio is coming through, no problem.
There we go.
Good
Hello.
deal. Hey, Mark, can you hear me?
Yes, sir. I can.
There he is. I was worried you couldn't hear me there for a little bit.
No, I was having some issues with my microphone setup.
That's all right. I can hear you now, and
Yeah,
we are streaming.
Lovely.
And good to go. Just me and you right now, it looks like.
Yeah, that's okay.
Yeah.
I don't mind hanging out with you.
You're one of the few.
Yeah.
So Mark and I are going to be doing our thing tonight. I'm going to be doing a ink piece. I'm going to be using some India ink. I've got some already pre-mixed, watered down, medium and dark, or light and dark gray washes. I'll be working on an 11 by 14, 140 pound watercolor paper. I'm going to do an ink wash of VENOM. And this is a commission piece, so that's what I'll be working on. And Mark looks like he's got something sketched out. You can talk about that as much as you'd like.
Yeah, I'm gonna do He-Man again.
Yeah.
Last one I didn't like, so I just erased it and started over.
Oh man, I told you to put that in my stack.
Yeah, well, it was too far to the left of the page.
Oh, I got you.
I knew it, but I just didn't want to face it.
You know, that's interesting. You should say that, because as I was laying out this VENOM, a neat trick I learned from our friend John Beatty is to do your sketch layout on a cheaper piece of paper, real thin, and then basically light box and trace off your own work. And I get my ruler out and I'm like, okay, the center, to me, I was like, the center of this piece is right between VENOM's eyes. So right between his eyes is halfway between top and bottom and halfway between left and right.
Yep. That's something I have to keep in mind. I heard people talk about light box and things. I just couldn't figure out how to do it for myself, you know. That's a nice, easy way of doing it, though.
There you go. These are the tricks I learned from John. Unfortunately, John's got a function at school for his son tonight, so he can't join us. At least that's what he told me. You know.
Yeah, that's okay.
You know, we'll take from that what you will.
Yeah, exactly. Works for me.
I have a brand new brush that I'm trying out tonight. It was
nice.
Recommended to me by my friend Ron. So I'm jumping right into the deep end, and I'm going to put down a line with this brand new brush and see how I feel about it.
Yeah, there you go. I'm just going to sketch away here, see what this comes out like.
All right, I'm liking it so far. This is a Raphael 8404. I think it's a sable hair brush out of France.
This ones are pretty smooth, I believe. The sable hair ones.
I'm so fancy. I'm told this is what our friend Mr. John Beatty uses.
You're right. Yeah, that ink and stuff is serious, huh?
So I decided to give it a go. So how's things been for you, bud?
So far, so good. I can't complain.
Good.
Seems like it's been a long day today, I must say.
Oh, tell me about it.
Yeah, today felt like a long day.
Shoot. Yeah, I had to take my 5-year-old to the doctor today.
Oh, that's not good. Was just a checkup or something wrong?
No, he said that he had his ear ached.
Oh, okay.
And it ended up being nothing.
Okay. Well, that in a case like that, nothing's a good thing, you know.
Yeah, I know. I will definitely take it. Okay, so far I'm really digging the sable hairbrush. It's doing me right. Let's see. We got anybody with us yet? We have 2 watchers. One of them's probably me because I got the stream going here just to make sure.
Probably my faithful follower.
Is the Duchess in the house? Yeah, and that answers that question. I don't know. I can't help but notice that you get all this loving support from your beautiful wife.
Yeah.
And we've yet to see an appearance of my wife.
Hey, man.
Gonna have to have a talk with her about this.
Yeah. Well, you know, she's probably just busy, you know.
I guess she is watching the kids right now, so I can't.
Yeah, exactly. So you got to take what you can, you know.
Take what you can. Take what you can get when you can get it.
There you go. Okay, hold on, I'm gonna do this.
So you got a He-Man piece tonight.
Yeah.
Which you'll be done with in about 9 minutes.
I don't know.
Now you notice I'm doing a little different tonight because usually I go in with the Micron Pigma pens,
right,
and outline first, and I went boom straight to ink tonight. I'm feeling crazy.
Yeah, you gotta live on the edge, you know.
Living right the raggedy edge.
Live on the edge sometimes, you know.
Oh, we got GLHG in the house.
Hello.
Oh, thanks, GL. Just showed up just to bust my balls. That's wonderful. Thank you, GL. What would I do without you, buddy? Yeah, I could see why John digs the sable hair. Yeah, it's working good for me. I like it.
I just can't seem to keep the tips pointy. I don't know why.
Yeah, I have that same issue. We gotta get John on here and pick his brain.
Yeah, because once the new is like, they're beautiful, but after you use it a few times and clean it, it's like I have trouble keeping the tips nice and pointy.
Mm-hmm. Same with me.
So, I mean, it's because it's nice inking once you have a proper brush.
I tell you what,
you get used to it, you know.
The ones that stay the pointiest for me are these cheap little ones. I'll try to get it up to the camera. Like you can fill them with water. You see that? They're like $4, and you get a 3-pack of them at Hobby Lobby.
Yeah, I have one of those, and I haven't really poked around with it much.
These are the only ones I have where the tips stay pointy.
Right. Yes. Exactly.
And they're cheap as heck.
Because it's almost like a brush pan, isn't it?
Yeah. It's super. I don't ever really fill the reservoir. I just dip them into whatever I'm going to use.
Right.
But they stay pointy at least. It's all I can ask.
But that's the main thing you want, you know.
Duchess, don't encourage GLHG. No. I don't understand old GL. I do all the work on these podcasts and I set them up and I do all the back end work for the giveaways that he's always winning. And I'm always mailing them stuff. I mean, GL, you ever gotten a package mailed to your house that has someone else from the Long Box Crusades return address on it? But no, he's got to come after me all the time. Thought we were friends, GL. Moving some ink around.
Yeah, let's get this thing. How was the weather today out there, Jarrod?
Today was it was a Bermuda kind of day, my friend. Nice and sunny. Got up to about 64.
All right.
So I was like, this is all right, man. I wish every day could be like this.
Yeah, ain't that something? Yeah, we had a pretty good weather today as well.
Imagine that.
Yeah.
Lucky you. Yeah, it's a pretty good day. I had planned on kind of taking it easy today, but Then it was like, oh, got to take Jay to the doctor.
Yeah. Didn't work out how you planned it, but hey.
I hear you, GL. I know. I love you too, buddy. And then the Duchess asks, how are you finding using a paintbrush instead of pens? I like the trusty feel of a pen. I just started really getting into brushwork over the last, maybe 3 months or so. How much brushwork do you do, Mark? Do you do a lot or?
Yeah, well, anytime I ink, I do a good bit of brushwork, but I vary with, because like a lot of times doing faces and detailed stuff depends on how small. I probably would switch over to pans.
Yeah.
Or the nibs, the little fountain type of pans. I think that's what they're called.
Right.
But I don't do it enough to be good like some of the inkers, you know what I mean?
Right.
You have to exactly do what you mean. Yeah, you have to do it a bunch, You have to use all these tools effectively.
Mm-hmm. So you're doing He-Man. I'm working on Venom. This one's for our buddy Dr. Kaz.
Yeah, nice guy.
Yeah, great guy. Great guy. I love Dr. Kaz. He is a patron of the arts. He's a big supporter.
But that's good,
Oh yeah. Wish they could all be Dr. Kaz.
Well, that's it, because like I said, not too many people that can appreciate it. I mean, people can appreciate good work, but as far as getting to the next step to like being a collector or whatnot, that's a whole nother ball game,
Mm-hmm. Do you collect any original art yourself, or do you just make it?
Actually, I don't. I would like to, but a lot of it's pretty pricey. The stuff that I would like to collect,
I understand. I have a pretty sweet collection of. I get commissions of James Bond.
Yeah.
As you know, I've gotten 2 from you, and I have inked 2 of them.
Yeah.
One of them, I'm like, well, Dr. Kaz liked our last one and bought it.
Right.
That's how we kind of fell in love with the Jarrod Mark combo, or let me say that properly, the Mark Jarrod combo.
Hey, whatever works. Whatever works.
And then I started eyeballing the other one. I was like, I wonder if I should offer Kaz.
Yeah. And that's the thing too, because some of this stuff is hard to part with,
Yeah.
Because I mean,
I got over that.
Well, I'm actually getting over it, because for every good piece, another one comes somewhere behind,
Mm-hmm.
Eventually, you do another one, you say, okay, well, that looks nice, and like I said, it's if you're gonna try to survive off of it, you gotta detach at some point.
I've probably shown it on one of the live streams before, but if I finish in a decent amount of time today, I may bust out my James Bond original art portfolio.
So, like I said, if he, anytime, if it's interesting, if he wants another piece,
Oh yeah.
But this one's actually pretty straightforward because you just use a nice reference picture, and just take it from there.
Yeah, I tell you, there's a part of me that I know that because of how busy I am with the different projects that you agreed to ink.
Yeah, but actually, I got to start one of this tonight as well. I was going to actually do that, but I don't know, is that something that you mind me doing on stream? Or?
No, not at all. In fact, I've been inviting you to these streams in hopes that you would, get your ass to work.
Right, because some people don't want this stuff seen until you know what I mean.
It doesn't bother me.
Okay, cool. Well, yeah, because I had thought about that, and then it gives me something to do that
whatever you do is fine though. You get no pressure.
Something that I could be doing. Let's put it that way.
But there's definitely like a part of me that's like, man, I kind of wish I was inking you, because I do like to ink you, and I think we make a good combo.
I know.
Just with the time.
And now all that detail work backfired on me, because I was like, okay, Jarrod, here you go.
Oh, Jarrod's got
fun with this one.
You're going to be so disappointed, because I was like, okay, I'm going to black that out. I'm going to black that out.
Yeah, but that is the beauty of it, because the inker brings the artistic eye to the piece,
That's true.
And then that's how you get these combinations, throughout time, because it's not
All
not like
new.
you cover everything up, but you use, you see things, To me, that's
Yeah.
our whole part of the program. Because I know that Spider-Man one is probably going to be a few things. I said, well, I'll leave this, I'll leave that, But it's all in good fun. That's the beauty of art.
I wish I had a little more time. I would like to ink Shipwrecker, but
Right, well, that's the thing. That's the thing.
I am inking
Sometimes
Gold
it's like it,
Lightning number
right.
3. I just finished inking another book for Van
Yeah,
Plexico, and I'm inking Francisco Stein pages, and I was just like,
yeah. It's a lot of work.
there's a
Yeah,
part of me that was like, I want to do the work, I want to be involved. The other part of me was like, you know
yeah.
what, we could get the book out faster. I don't want to be the holdup.
Yeah,
So,
and I said
and I
too.
mean, not that we're trying to break a speed record or anything.
No, but I mean, it's like, yeah. And then it's like, you want to see the projects finished,
Yeah,
But
it would move the ball forward if I
yeah,
remove myself from the
yeah.
process.
And like I said, doing this artistic work is it doesn't compare to other type of work, Like it's a different type of work and all within itself. Because sometimes you
Certainly.
don't even know how things are gonna turn out. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Like you'll be sitting there, and some days you have good days, some days you have off days, just like anything else.
Don't I know it?
Some days it's like, oh man, this stuff, everything just falls into place. Like you're drawing, and then you say, wait a minute, I'm finished that already. It's like, then other nights it's like, man, I can't remember how to draw on. You know what I mean? It's just strange like
I
that.
know exactly what you mean. I missed a question from the lovely Duchess. She asked what I thought of the movie. I assume she's referencing Venom, and I actually quite enjoyed Venom.
Yeah, I did too. I actually was wondering how they was going to make it interesting with the villainous type of character, but they did a good job.
But see, I know because I've been in secret communicado with the Duchess herself.
Yeah.
I know that the art package has already been sent.
Yes, sir.
And I'm like, dang, because I kind of want to put that He-Man in there.
Well, I mean, like I said, on this one, I'm gonna see how it comes out. Because, like I said, the last one, I just didn't like the way it was going. So I said, I'm just gonna stop and start all over because this one's keep forcing it. Sometimes it's like that. Sometimes you just need to scrap it and just.
I understand.
Some drawings you can save, and some is just like, okay, just gotta start over. Yeah, but I hope the package arrives in good, in good standing order. We sent it out.
It's always the nerve-wracking part.
Yeah, exactly. And especially because he paid, and I said, oh, well, I gotta get this thing sent on. Because I was like expecting, once you guys get it.
Yeah, and that's normally how I think Kaz got a little excited.
Right.
I can't
because my thing, I prefer that you have it in your hands first.
Yes, I'm the same way. I'm like,
right, and then I'm because I mean, one thing about PayPal is pretty instant. Once you send the money, it's there. So that's not a problem.
Right.
Because he done a test just to make sure it was working. I said, okay, that's it. Because I couldn't even remember my PayPal handle for some reason. And then he got it.
Maybe you're losing your grip on reality.
What's that?
Maybe you're losing your grip on reality.
Probably.
GL, I appreciate the offer. GL said he'd be happy to help with Shipwrecker. He has no experience, but whatever.
Hey, mate.
Hey, you got to get experience somehow, right?
I mean, be careful because we just might take you up on that.
I know, right? Hamilton versus Burrs, first thing I ever wrote, 0 experience.
Yeah. Well, and that's the thing. You do have to start somewhere, don't you?
You do.
It's even like the extremes on doing it because I was a bit like seemed a bit nerve-wracking at first, but I said, well, hey, it's an opportunity,
Yeah, it's a low threat. We're having fun.
Exactly.
What's up, Storm Wolf 107?
Hello, sir.
What up, Storm Wolf? Ow. I think Storm Wolf is a member of the Wolf Pack, if I'm not mistaken. Feel free to correct me, Storm Wolf.
Yeah.
A loyal listener to our podcast episodes. If it is who I think it is, they're probably currently like, oh, I see. Delvin's not here, so I'll just back out, right? But yeah, just me and Mark putting down some drawings tonight. Yeah. So feel free to ask questions, anything at all. Doesn't even have to be about art. You can ask us.
Yeah.
Just don't ask us about anything politics.
Yeah, there you go.
We ain't answering those questions.
That's one of those things I say is like politics and religion. You never come to common ground.
There you go.
I just like
just smile, nod, and move along.
Yeah, exactly. Hey, me.
Yeah, this brush is doing me all right. Can't complain.
There you go.
Can't complain.
Okay, let's see.
Did Storm Wolf already dip out now that she realized Delvin wasn't here?
I don't know.
I'm kind of hoping maybe one of my Long Box Crusade buddies will stop by tonight and say hey to us here, join us in the stream. I sent them all the link.
Yeah. That's just accommodating, huh? Trying to, sometimes you're tied up in other things,
Yeah. Well,
okay, let's see. Something on right there.
Yep, you're almost done, and I'm still.
Yeah. I always said the tightening up on the hard.
So, what kind of music you like, man?
Myself?
Mm-hmm.
Oh man, I like tons of different types of music. I think I could listen to pretty much. All right, let me see. I like not too much rap music, but I noticed here lately I have been listening to a lot of Eminem.
No, nothing wrong with that.
I like Eminem.
Speaking of Venom, have you ever heard his Venom song?
Yeah, right. Yep. And then I like R&B, but I must say reggae.
Nothing wrong with that.
Obviously, yeah, a lot of reggae I like, but the dancehall music, most people probably wouldn't like it. All the up-tempo stuff, you know what I mean?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
But yeah.
I'm like you. I carve out corners for just about every kind of music. I don't have a lot of like country music, which is weird because I live in Alabama. You would think that it's the law or something, but
right. Yeah.
I don't. I mean, there's some country songs I can think of that I like, but it's just not a type I gravitate towards.
Right. Yeah. I mean, music it just depends on what song's going in it, doesn't it?
It really does.
You know what I mean?
It's funny, like in my youth, I was like so opinionated, Yeah. Oh, I hate this and that. And this.
Right.
As you get older, you start realizing it's just a different version of talent, and you're like, oh,
exactly.
I can hear the talent in that. And
yep.
Well, the eyes are coming together. I got that going for me, which is nice. Yes. That's right. Mark wasn't on my last live stream when I was pumping some Joe November music in the background. Joe's a friend of our podcast. A lot of our intro and outro themes are done by Joe. He makes his own beats. He's a music producer, very talented. Nice. And last live stream I was on, I was playing him in the background because I definitely want to get Joe some more exposure. And
yeah, I missed that one. My wife had.
That's right. Your wife was on though.
She said she had gotten on. I think that day I was pretty busy.
I might actually be able to put Joe on our stream. Let me see if I can get this to work real quick. Bear with me, audience at home. The screen's probably going to go a little bit crazy.
Yep.
I'm going to do I'm gonna do a hello computer. I'm gonna do a share screen, and we definitely don't want that one to. Let's see if I can get us a better. I think that's what I want, and I'm gonna start playing some music, and you just let me know if you can hear it. Okay?
Sure.
Can you hear that?
Yep. You hear that?
All right, I'm counting on you, Duchess, to check our volume levels. Make sure you can still hear us talking.
And monitor the stream.
What up, MK Billion?
What's up?
So this is some beats done by my friend Joe November. And I was about to give you the other reason why I like to pump his is because he's my buddy and he's got a SoundCloud page and it's not copyrighted.
Nice. Right, exactly. And that's the thing too. I mean, because Twitch was a nuisance. I mean, I got to do a whole live stream and then the music disappears.
Okay, sound is good. Thank you, Duchess. I think I did find the right balance.
Yeah, that's not
on the last live stream. So yeah, you're listening to the smooth sounds of Joe November.
Good stuff.
Been knowing Joe for 20 years.
Sweet.
Old Air Force buddies.
Yeah, that must be cool. There must be some lifestyle to live there. I mean, I just read about that type of lifestyle, you know?
It's everything you ever hoped it could be.
Oh, that's a good thing.
I'll tell you what, man, I wouldn't trade it for the world.
Yeah, it must be a good experience, I must say.
It's an experience like no other. You'll make the best friends you've ever had. I mean,
and I would think, right, and places like that, I mean, I think bonding is everything, huh?
Mm-hmm. Like absolutely.
Yeah.
And good news for you, GL. I think the next song is the dad rap. Yep. You get to hear me rap now in the background.
In the 40s.
Yep, and drop some lyrics.
I'm telling my story. The game presented started with Atari on a black and white TV, and man, I'm not even sorry. It was Red Square versus Blue Square in a match.
Yeah, you're welcome. This is now part of your life.
And no cellular phones. I had to pretend that Gray Square was Indiana Jones. Next, Nintendo. Talk about my mind blown. We had Link, Metroid, Castlevania, and Mario. How many lawns did I have to mow to get my hands on just enough dough? Man, you don't even know. But I did.
Yeah, I got the mad rap skills.
Okay,
the funny part of this is I sent those lyrics with no beat or nothing, just straight up, just vocals. So Joe, like 4 years ago, because we talked about doing kind of a silly project together, and I completely kind of forgot about it. And then for my birthday this past year, he drops this on me. He's like, "Hey, I put a beat to your lyrics. Happy birthday!" And I was like, "What?"
Hey, that's a party, mate.
First, I got a massive AA battery. Let's see how amazing it can be. Power it on, and what do I see? A black and white screen staring right at me.
Y'all need more of this dad rap in your life, don't you?
TV to join the modern age. I scored a used Genesis, and I thought I was all that.
All right, let me get somewhere on this picture.
Immortal Kombat got 60
minutes on. Yeah, what's the third one?
Rocking something called Blast Processing, a blue hedgehog who runs really fast, but Nintendo hits back with a link to the past. I'm addicted to that Zelda, so I got to run out and get that Super NES. Yeah, that's no doubt. Keep glancing at my Genesis.
Yeah,
ever.
32X and a Sega
Eminem, whatever.
Man, Sega really knew that ride. Now I'm in college, Auburn University. My roommate has a PS1. Best roomie, showing up for class and making good grades. It's really hard to do when you're tomb raiding games. That Sony game system, man. Yeah, that's Metal Gear Solid, that game was on point. Castlevania, Symphony of the Night. There's no rhyme here. It's simply the best game ever.
Straight silliness.
The N64, Ocarina of Time, man. Need I say more? And if party was flying,
don't worry, it'll be over
soon. Busted out that golden eye.
Hey, me, I ain't mad at you.
Now I'm married, scoring a piece.
Give it
I
time.
ain't
Sure she I said I do.
I ain't mad at you.
She's like Dragon Quest. I'm telling y'all. This
Okay, see, man, that looks like it's a little bit too.
Your mic is a little low.
Oh, is it? Let me turn it down.
as an
Hey,
expert
turn it-
pack. That sucker weighs 15 pounds. That's the truth.
Okay,
The gaming system that might be bulletproof.
that's better.
My war-headed moment
Starting to
last.
look like Venom.
Big stack of games for Dreamcast. Underrated system with some really great games. D2 and Dino Crisis, just to name names.
Maybe Duchess. I'm certain that at some point, because Joe's putting out his very first album this month or next, February, I think is when it comes out on iTunes and Google Play and all that jazz. And maybe on a future album, this dad rap will appear.
There you
Make
go.
everybody's life better.
That's what I'm talking about.
And then world peace descends, and all because of this dad rap song.
You surprised me. Like I said, it's the little things, huh?
There you go.
You know what I mean?
Career wife and 2 kids. Not a lot of time for gaming, but I squeeze it in. I get a couple hours like once a month. Can't game all the time, but it's still fun. My last few rhymes are for the youth, so listen up now I drop some truth. When you're playing online with an old man, maybe take it easy on them whenever you can. Yeah, you're better than me. Like every day, I've got work, life, bills to pay. So before teabagging me and calling me dude, remember the old gamers who built this for you. Gaming.
Oh, that's sweet right there.
It got a hold of me. I found my first love with Atari.
Well, you don't have to laugh so loud.
Yeah, that's some dad rap right there. Raw dad rap.
Changed your life there, didn't it?
Yep.
Yeah, there you go.
Dead rap.
Bad rap. Nothing like it.
Nope.
Shopping in France, shopping in Tokyo. Get the request, they get the check, get to them on the road. I get the wife, I pack a bag, I gotta rock the show. Well, wherever I go, there ain't no place like
All right, I'm losing this guy. Let me see. Rips.
I pass it over to Jeff, and if we like it, we give it a yes. Make sure the dough is correct, and then give me the proper respect. If we connect, no worry, I'm there, no sweat. TSA pre-checking, shoot, wanna keep stepping. Eight is looking like my best friends, so I'm through with no questions. Let us some podcasts, couple new tunes for the flight. Got a few beats I wanna write, feeling so inspired, but it's like, I remember sitting on the block without a lot, hoping that it pop, pushing for a shot, drawing what I got, ain't on top. It feels like a big shot when I'm home, like Brand Stark on the throne.
So you say this guy makes beats or
Yep.
just makes music? Right?
Yeah, that's Joe's beat. The rapper is Megaran.
Nice.
It's kind of big in the video game rap world, called
Okay.
Nerdcore.
Hey, me.
So Joe was really happy to get a collaboration with a guy like Megaran. Sounds good. You got to admit.
Yeah, that's it. That's what I mean. It does sound good.
I hear you, GLHC. The Long Box Crusade karaoke album, man. We may need to make that available.
Because I mean, it's amazing how much talent is really around, you know.
Mm-hmm.
But some people just never get found.
Yep.
Yeah, that's the thing about it.
And that's where you got to put in the hustle, man.
Exactly.
You got to do live streams and social media.
Yeah. Yeah, that's why I start telling myself, I said, well, nobody's going to see my art if I don't put it out there, you know?
That's right. You know, and I'm happy to be a part of it, man. I'm glad we met.
Well,
And,
I'm happy that you've been so supportive, you know? For sure, on this island, it's hard to make contacts, you know?
Yup.
It's much easier, you know, where you guys are, I would think. Well, I wouldn't say easier, but yeah, for sure. What this music reminds me of when I used to play Tony Hawk Pro Skater.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, that music. I mean, it was such a vibe. I used to love it.
Tony Hawk Pro Skater.
I used to love that game. I expect countless also playing that game. Believe you me.
I love it.
Get the request, I get the check, and then I'm on the road. They run the ads, I pick a bag, I gotta rock the show.
I played the heck out of the Amazing Spider-Man game.
Very right. I never did have too many of these Spider-Man games, to be honest.
It used the same engine
Right.
as Tony Hawk's.
Oh, okay. The Pro Skater.
Mm-hmm.
Good stuff.
So it's like as when you're Spider-Man, you're swinging around New York City and stuff.
Right.
You'll see advertisements
Oh, yes.
for Tony Hawk's Pro Skater in the
Right.
background.
In there. But weren't they so cool? Like it made it cool, didn't it? Like it just brought it all together. I'm gonna see his sword someday.
I've been to London, I've been to France, I've been to Tokyo. Get the request, they get the check, and then I'm on the road. I kiss the wife, I pack a bag, I gotta.
Oh, that's just asking about what the live stream Pictionary is like. It was fun. We did that on one of our Doing It live streams, and I was the all-time drawer, and I have a box of Pictionary cards, and I just draw and try to get the guys to guess what the card is.
Yeah.
It was fun. We have a lot of fun around here.
There you go. That's what it's all about. At the end of the day.
Heck yeah.
I remember sitting on the block without a lot, hoping that it popped, wishing for a shot, showing what I got ain't on top. Feel like a big shot when I'm home, like Brand Stark on the throne, like KD versus Zone, like John Buck, Diddy Combs. Well, not quite, but you know. I've been to London, I've been to France, I've been to Tokyo. Get the request, I get the check, and then I'm on the road. They run the ads, I pick a bag, I gotta rock the show. But wherever I go, there ain't no place like home. No place like home. No place like home.
Oh, I haven't checked the chat in a while. Let's see. Yeah, Jill got no jokes. Oh, he'll cook up some jokes. Trust me. GLHG is a joke maker, not unlike myself.
I'm sorry, because like I said, I got in the Zoom while I'm drawing and forget about everything.
Mm-hmm.
So easy to do.
It is.
Blessings I'm receiving constantly keeping me leaving. When you be seeing me, I'm always cheesing. Even when I know the feeling is written, I don't be needing the reason was better than home. And they say it's where the heart is, where they gon' love me regardless. Staying with you through the hardships. Yes, where it all started. I got a new bed, and honestly, it's kind of comfortable. I don't like getting up, so if I'm picking up, you best believe that it better be wonderful. Like ballboard rub with shiny robes, but I never need designer clothes. I'm in sweats when it's time to go. Comic Cons, it was comical. Long time ago, now I'm home. It could be Austin, could be Seattle, could be Boston. Any place I'm free to go and get lost in. But traveling is so exhausting. My creativity, my source of energy. I look at my schedule and I think, man, you have got to be kidding me. How do I do it? I don't really know. Hopping on planes and killing the show. It isn't the accolades, it's in the dough.
So what's the next con you got, Jarrod?
Next con looks like it's going to be Toylanta.
Okay.
In, as you probably guessed already, Atlanta.
Yeah, there you go. Yep.
That's where it'll
That's
be.
easy enough.
Yep, and that'll be the weekend of March 22nd.
Okay. Pretty close.
And it used to be called Joe Lanta. It was like just a G.I. Joe con.
Okay. Oh, right.
Kind of
right.
expanding into more like 80s toys and stuff.
Right. And that way it's cool because then you get more people about, don't you? Like I always think expanded, you know.
And I'm really hoping that those G.I. Joe book page sketches I do, those characters I draw Joe characters on pages from the Army Manual.
Right.
I'm kind of hoping those will be a good seller there at the
right.
Toylanta. But either way, it'll be fun. Just the whole family's going to go, just to see all the toys. And
yeah, that'd be nice. Yeah, that'd be nice.
It's going to be kind of a fun little trip and, scout it out.
And it's pretty fascinating to see the toys and things,
Oh, yeah. That's going to be the hardest part is to not lose money.
Exactly.
I as I have a very extensive collection of G.I. Joe figures,
Yeah.
and my wife has a very extensive collection of He-Man and She-Ra.
Very nice.
But we get them on the cheap, man, from the yard sale scene.
Right. All right, let me start tightening this guy up.
But wherever I go, there ain't no place like home. No place like home. No place like
Oh, let's see.
no place like home.
What's going on in the chat? See, GLHG's at work and not supposed to be watching. I hear you, GLHG. I mean, I'm fighting you on that whole Selma Hayek thing, but I'm probably destined to not win that battle. Just really hoping that Selma Hayek's into like pudgy, pasty white, middle-aged dudes who are married. You know, that lines up. I'm golden, buddy.
Leg seems a bit.
This is where Jarrod and Mark get lost in their art.
Yeah.
I am
That'd be
zoned
hard to follow.
in right now.
Yeah. Trying to scream and talk. It's not easy, is it?
Let's see.
You got to think of a topic to discuss.
That's right. Oh, definitely appreciate that, Duchess. Hit the like button. GLHC asked Jarrod, any chance pictures of the wife's collection, and for that matter, yours too? Yeah, Gio, I can do that. It's substantial, my friend. Get ready to be jealous, like crazy jealous. What's great is like our whole collection, like I said, was pretty much put together via yard sale. We've been yard selling for about 20 years now.
Nice.
So we find stuff, amazing deals sometimes. I mean, just this morning, I went down to the Goodwill. They do a thing where they roll up the back door. It's like a warehouse, and they sell stuff super cheap Thursday mornings, right out of the back of the warehouse. And I got like 2 boxes of those Connects system things where you build like a roller coaster.
Yeah.
Connects pieces, and like 4 or 5 pretty good PlayStation 2 games and some DVDs. Total amount spent $4.
Nice. Can't go wrong, really,
That's
can
how
you?
you play it. That's right.
Yeah,
That's
you can't
yard
really
sale
go wrong,
art
man.
life right there, man.
To the eternal complexities of the inferior mind.
Can't really go wrong.
Not at all.
Yeah, but her stuff like that is difficult here, you know, not that much enthusiasts in such a small island, you know.
I
Stuff
guess.
like that.
Yeah. You start seeing the same things at the yard sale.
Yeah.
Oh, what's Gio got cooking? Oh, he's not describing himself on tonight's show because he's concerned that Selma Hayek might be watching. And that's it's a good thought right there, buddy.
Never know.
We are big in the Selma Hayek fan community.
Nice.
I wish we were.
Oh.
Yeah. I
Hey,
wish
well,
we were.
a guy can dream, you know.
Yeah, I can. Oh, we are getting there. We are making a venom. GLA, she says, gonna be right back. Don't talk about me. I'll know. I'll watch the replay. You know what? I am gonna talk about him. GLHG is just a really great guy. We're glad, definitely glad to have him as a supporter of the Longbox Crusade Network. He listens to all of our shows, always comments on them.
A loyal supporter, huh?
Absolutely. Let's see. Speaking of Longbox Crusade, new this week, came out yesterday, is a new episode of Action Film Face Off. For those who don't know, that's a podcast where my brother and I we run a randomizer, and the randomizer picks a year. And this time, Jason got. Let's see. What was this last episode? Oh, Jason got 1973. Or was it? I got 80. I got 82, and I think he got 73, something like that.
All right.
Yeah. And so I brought First Blood, the very first Rambo movie.
Yeah, I like that one.
It's good stuff.
I think that's the only one I really liked, with all due respect.
Well, we kind of talked about it on the show too. It's the most different one.
Yeah, exactly.
Out of all of them, it's not an action movie, really.
Right.
It's deeper.
Right. Because it gets into that thing where the guy just didn't like him and didn't want him in the town, you know.
Mm-hmm.
He was doing nothing wrong, really.
Although I will admit I really like 4. The one I think it's just called Rambo.
Right. Well, and a lot of them might be, in all fairness, I can't really remember the rest of them.
2 and 3 are kind of forgettable to me. I like 4.
Right. I have to rewatch it just to see.
And then 5 just came out this past year, and I just watched it the other night, and I really liked it. It was good.
Right.
Violent. Like, and that's saying something. It's Rambo. You expect a certain level.
Yeah. Well, you know it's going to have some of that type of gore in it, doesn't it?
But it was good. But yeah, I brought Rambo, and Jason brought one of the Dirty Harry movies, the Magnum Force.
Oh, right.
And that was good too. So that's what we do. And that podcast came out yesterday.
Right.
I think GLHC already listened to it and commented on it. And gave me a trophy for it, I'm pretty certain.
All right. They need more.
Oh yeah, Joe November Beats. Mark and Jarrod making some art.
Yep. Wouldn't have it any other way.
Duchess asks if that's on YouTube. It's not, Duchess. We do our podcast through podcasting apps only. So they are available through the Apple Podcasting app, and of course Google Play.
Right.
Those are the ways to get our podcast. We're on Spotify, Anchor, pretty much any podcast sort of app we show up on it.
Put in a container. Because there's no bed.
It sound like you got dad duties.
Yeah. Yep. Dinner time.
Dinner time.
Yeah, it's all good.
You guys eat a late dinner. Is that normal for you?
Yeah, sometimes.
We eat kind of early around here. Like,
Right.
my wife is Puerto Rican, and it's very, I don't know
Right.
if it's a Puerto Rican tradition or if it's just her family, but they eat dinner at like
Pretty
4.
early. Which is a good thing. Don't get me wrong. But that is rather early.
It is.
I think weekends we probably would eat a lot earlier. Sometimes the weekdays you're so caught up in doing everything else. Put you right off track.
Mm-hmm.
By the time you get in from work, everybody settles.
What's for dinner tonight?
Pizza.
Tonight's pizza night.
Oh, yeah.
Always seems to work.
I grilled some pork ribs today.
Very nice.
Good. Pork ribs and baked beans. Very southern.
There you go. Pork ribs and baked beans.
Mm-hmm.
So you do that on the barbecue or you just do it like inside?
I do it on the grill, on the barbecue.
Nice.
Like to return to the classics. Come on.
I like grilling because a lot less cleanup. You know, there's no pots. or
Yeah,
pans.
exactly.
Get a good flavor and there's no cleanup.
Yep. And then we do a lot more like a barbecue, during the summertime.
Isn't it always the summertime there?
Yeah. I mean, not like it's not a good thing. You know what I mean? All year round.
Yeah.
But it's just something that's funny. I just waver towards it during the summer.
Let's see. GLHG came on and said he's back. Did I miss anything? Did Mark sing yet? No, Mark hasn't done any singing yet. We'll see
No, not
if we
yet.
get
Maybe one night I'll surprise you.
there.
Don't hold your breath.
We'll see. I think Duchess is requesting a dad rap duo, so apparently we have that in our future.
Okay. That's definitely something to think about. All right.
Why did I put so many details in this?
I know. I think the same thing sometimes.
Uh,
Because it looks cool, isn't it?
It'll look cool when it's done. It's definitely starting to look like Venom, so that's good.
Yep. Yep. At least it looked like what you wanted to.
Yeah. Hope Dr. Kaz likes it. GLHC says, Jarrod, any chance that Mark will guest on the Long Box Crusade? You know, I'm certain we could probably work something out. get Mark on for an interview or hang out to talk about a comic book with us, something like that.
You want a camera too?
Okay.
How's that? Let's take a look. Let's go ahead and put Mark
Yeah,
on
I'm
the
finally start
big board.
tightening
Look
them
at that. That's dope.
Yeah, I'm gonna start tightening them up a little bit now.
Very cool.
Thank you, sir.
And meanwhile, I've got that going on.
Looks good to me.
We'll get there.
Yep.
That's right. That's right, GLHG. It's the voice of confidence. When it looks like what you wanted it to look like, it's going to be a good day. Oh, Duchess with the questions. She wants us to stop arting and start chatting, which is probably a good idea. We do tend to get in the zone.
Yeah, it's pretty hard.
Favorite TV series? You got a favorite TV series there, Mark?
Favorite TV series? What, recent?
I tell you what, we'll do recent and then all time.
Right. Recent TV series.
We'll be real flexible in the definition of recent.
Yeah. I'm trying to think what I even watched recently.
Okay.
To be honest.
I don't watch much TV these days either.
Yeah, that's the thing, you know. I was enjoying Mr. Robot at one point.
Oh yeah?
Yeah. But it got I haven't seen the last season. So I have to tap into that. But yeah, that's one I was enjoying. Or the computer hacking type of stuff and whatnot. I don't like that stuff.
I was really enjoying a show. I mean, definition of recent is vague.
Yeah,
I was really enjoying Justified.
Right.
But that's been about probably 6 years now.
Cool.
Maybe even longer.
I don't even think I've heard of that one, to be honest.
Yeah, pretty good little show.
Right.
On FX. Really like that one. I mean, I watched Netflix, like the Stranger Things. That was good.
Oh, right. I saw the first season of that. I enjoyed the first season. I haven't seen the second season yet.
Yeah, I liked Netflix. That was good. As far as all time though, Quantum Leap. I love Quantum Leap.
I don't really remember Quantum Leap. I mean, I remember the name. I don't remember what the show was about. Was that like a time? Yeah, was that a time travel thing?
Seriously, bad.
Yeah.
I remember Quantum Leap. I have to refresh my memory.
Yes, Dr. Sam Beckett invented a time travel device to let him time travel within the span of his own lifetime. So he was always going back to like the 50s, 60s, and 70s and 80s. and like some unseen force, God, if you want to believe that, was basically sending him on missions to fix terrible things that happen to people.
Right.
That's the whole hook, striving to put right what once went wrong, and hoping that each time his next leap will be the leap home. I could do the whole pre-credits thing if you want. But
yeah, go for it.
That's all right. Theorizing that one could time travel within his own lifetime. Dr. Sam Beckett steps into the quantum leap accelerator and vanishes. He wakes and finds himself trapped in the past, facing mirror images that are not his own. His only guide on this journey is Al, who appears in the form of a hologram that only Sam can see and hear. And so Dr. Beckett finds himself leaping from life to life, striving to put right what once went wrong, and hoping each time that the next leap will be the leap home.
Nice.
There you go. Off the top of my head.
I didn't really remember Quantum Leap. I mean, I remember the name of it, but yeah, I didn't even, I'm a bit embarrassed. I didn't even remember the show.
That's all right, man. I can't expect you to memorize everything that comes across your path.
Yeah, exactly. Quantum Leap.
Quantum Leap. Love it. Love it.
Love it. Shares, right? But the minute how many shares has just been around, you just forget about it, huh?
I know. That's true.
Because most of these shares I remember from when I was a young boy, like Dukes of Hazzard and
yeah, boy.
Simon and Simon.
A-Team.
Like yeah, A-Team, yeah.
In fact, right now, we do a thing at my house where, in fact, we'll probably do it tonight when I'm done with the stream.
Right.
We get with my 13-year-old and we watch something, quote unquote, vintage TV, something from when I was a kid. Mm-hmm. And sometimes he likes them and sometimes he's, Right now, we are watching Airwolf. If you remember that one from when we were kids.
That's one of my favorites.
Yeah, it's the same producer, by the way. The guy who created Airwolf. Same guy who created Magnum P.I. and Quantum Leap. And those are some of my favorite shows.
Right. I got to start watching Quantum Leap again.
There you go. This Venom is coming out all right. It's always a good thing when you start getting excited about your own piece. You're like, oh, yeah, there we go. Teeth. Oh, I haven't checked the chat in a while. Let's see. Yep. That just knows what I'm talking about. Jarrod, you should continue the Quantum Leap story in a new comic. GL, I don't know if you're just trying to wind me up here or not, but about every 6 months, I do a tweet at Dynamite Comics, and I beg them to get the Quantum Leap license and to let Van Allen Plexico, my buddy Van, we work on a lot of stuff together. He's a great sci-fi writer. To let Van write a new Quantum Leap comic. And, like I said, my penciling skills aren't enough to do a sequential book, but I could ink it, or I'd be more than happy to do like the covers, and then like Mark Hatherly is the penciler on the Quantum Leap comic. That would be sweet.
Yeah.
Mark's gonna have to learn how to draw. You would think it's my favorite show. I'd remember his name off the top of my head. Oh, geez. The guy who played Sam Beckett, the lead on the show. Oh, this is killing me. He was the star of the Enterprise show when Enterprise came out. I'm just going to feel bad now that his name fell out of my head.
I can't even help you, Jarrod.
Oh, it'll come to me. Dean Stockwell played Al. And help me out, GL. It's going to drive me nuts. Just one of my favorite shows of all time, and I can't remember the lead actor right now. It's killing me. Help me out, GL.
Google.
Yeah, but then I'd have to stop inking.
Yeah, I know.
What was the show?
I'm hoping GL will Google.
Quantum Leap. God, it's going to drive me nuts. I can see his face. He starred in, he was in a pretty good movie called Lord of Illusions, too. And he was in Necessary Roughness. And all I can think right now is Sam Beckett, and that's his character name. Scott Bakula. Goodness, thank you, GL. I am not proud of how I'm living right now, GL, but thank you for helping me. Scott Bakula.
Why does that name sound familiar?
Like I say, he's been in a few shows.
Yeah, it sounds familiar.
He was in Enterprise, and I think he's currently in one of these CSI style shows, but I don't know. Like I said, I don't watch much modern television.
Right.
I've reached this point in my life, and maybe you'll feel me on this, Mark, since we're like almost the exact same age with the exact same backstories. I've reached this point in my life where I'm kind of more interested in going back than forward.
Yeah.
And like going back to watch things that I didn't watch that I missed back in the day, or doing like a rewatch.
And then some things you understand better now.
Yeah, like there's a whole new level to it.
Yeah, I understand what you're saying, but it's funny. I think it just comes with age.
I guess
we just start to deviate backwards.
Yeah, even like video games. I find myself wanting to go back and replay some of the older ones. I'm not so interested in getting new games anymore.
Yeah.
Maybe I'm just old, man.
No, nothing wrong with that.
Happens to all of us.
Exactly. Happens to the best of us, as they say.
Yep. So, Mark, you implied earlier, and obviously you don't need to go into any detail or whatever level you want to, but you do have a day job?
Yeah. I work for the government here. I'm a customs officer.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So, I would see you when I come through.
Well, I'm not at the airport right now. I was there for 3 years when I first started.
Oh, okay.
But this week is actually, the World Customs Organization. Every year, this time they have what they call the World Customs Day. But it's like a week of celebrations leading up to the final day on Friday. They normally have like a dinner.
Oh, okay.
So today we had our open house. I'm trying to help the public to be more aware of what customs stores, and what all that fun stuff.
I got you.
So it was pretty steady today.
I got you.
And then amongst doing other things, we'll see my children's school cross country in the afternoon. So I had to try to, accommodate that. So, all the good,
I hear you. Yeah, I am kind of semi-retired. I just left my day job actually about a week and a half ago. And I'm a leadership trainer.
Right.
That's my specialty.
That sounds good.
It is a lot of fun. And I'll do that. I'll take a leadership training contract from time to time.
Right.
But just kind of doing art and going to places to train. I like training. I like teaching in the classroom. So that's what Jarrod and Mark are doing when we're not here doing this.
Yeah, exactly.
And it's funny because like I said, I do a lot of cons, as you know, and I always, every con you'll get a kid who's like 14, 16, something like that, come to your table and be like, "Hey, how do I get into comics? How do I do what you do?"
Yeah.
And I tell every one of them, I said, "Okay, first piece of advice, number 1, get a day job."
Got that right.
Because what you're
not
doing
that will survive all for others.
Because everybody thinks they're going to be the next guy who pencils Batman or Superman, and it's like you've got to think of the comics industry as like the NFL or the NBA. Only a tiny percentage of people.
Right, exactly, and that's what people have
to
That's what people have to understand. So you can't really bank your whole life on it.
Yeah, right. The rest of us are out here hustling.
Yeah, some people are fortunate enough, but hey, in most cases, there's not too many that's going to make it to that top tier. And you have to be realistic with yourself,
Yep. And like I said, I have that. Self-awareness is good. I know that I'm not fast enough to pencil a sequential book, nor am I a great sequential artist.
Right.
I know great sequential art when I see it.
Right.
I can direct it you've seen my scripts.
Yep.
You haven't had any questions yet, which must mean they're all right. But
no, they work for me. Yeah. Because I'm not much of a writer, but and the thing about it, if the story is halfway decent, at least the art helps to accentuate that.
Absolutely.
That's the whole idea.
But yeah, I tell the kids, get a day job. Yeah. And then after that, it's hustle.
You got to work. Yep.
this all started for me, I guess, probably around 2014
Yeah,
ish.
like I always say, yeah.
I did my first local art show. We have a little local art show here. Pretty fun. And the funny thing is I had like all kinds of different art. Like I had like abstract paintings I really thought were
Right.
gonna be my thing. And then just on a whim, I did like a Superman painting and a Batman painting just for fun.
Right.
And then both those paintings sold in the first 30 minutes of the show.
Yeah.
And I was like, huh.
And it's funny because it's amazing the stuff that people would like, you know.
Yeah.
Like some of the things that people would like, you don't even think they would like it. Because it's funny because I had done this quick Batman type of thing where you're standing on top of these buildings, and I literally just slopped ink on there to make it look like buildings and whatnot. And, you know, that was one of the biggest responses for that picture. But the ones I spend like 8 to 12 hours on is like, you know,
you never know what they're going to pick up on.
People are like, oh yeah, that looks nice, but right, exactly.
Yeah, I would say my most successful piece is an Auburn football moment that I painted this past November, December.
That one was a cool picture.
Oh, thank you, bud.
I saw that one. That's the one they put on the t-shirts and whatnot, right?
Yeah.
That was cool.
My most successful piece was a piece of sports art, which I never do.
Right. Exactly. See, but that's the irony in it. And you would never even thought. I think about it, you done it. You probably wasn't even thinking of it in that sense. You just done it because of, you know, the situation and the, you know.
Yeah, just having fun.
Exactly.
But yeah, that's how it goes sometimes.
It's all it goes, yeah.
You think, oh man, this is the greatest thing I've ever done, and nobody cares.
Nobody, exactly. And that's it. And that's the reality of it, you know. And nobody cares.
I have a He-Man piece that I did. I'll show it to you in a second.
Sure.
Since you're doing He-Man. And I love it. I'm like, this is dope. And it just does not sell.
Wow.
I've sold maybe 5 prints of it since I drew it like 3 years ago. I gotta try to find this thing. I showed it to GL the other night when we were streaming with John.
Right.
I gotta try to find this thing.
There's a question from Gerald for you. Any ideas for your very own comic creation?
Oh.
Don't give him your ideas.
No, but I actually did have an idea. I haven't gotten back to it. I was just trying to create my own character, but it was a guy where he was going to get his powers from like a fallen angel or something like that. But as far as getting the story going, I haven't really gotten any further than that, to be honest with you, because it's not easy writing stories.
Say what you need is a writer friend who can help.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, that's it. Yeah.
I found the drawing.
Yeah.
There's my here. Let's see if I can get up. There we go. There's my He-Man.
Oh, that is cool.
And I thought so too, but nobody else did.
Yeah, that is nice.
That's based off of an actual model.
You put that up the other night. I didn't know that was yours.
Yeah.
I thought it was a picture that somebody was showing me to use as a reference.
No. I did use a guy like an actual reference. There was a guy who cosplays He-Man, and he looks like that. And I turned it into a drawing.
That one looks cool.
Thanks, man. And I was like, people are gonna love it. And then
that's like no one. Yeah, exactly. That's the reality. Yeah, that one looks nice.
My wife loved it. That's all that matters.
Exactly.
She's the big He-Man fan of my life.
Yep, that's all that matters.
That's right, GL. You got to put it on paper, buddy.
Yep.
You got to knuckle down, knock it out. That's the hardest part about writing a comic is just like, okay, today I'm going to sit down and write this. Like I said, that's what I did Hamilton versus Burr. I was at my old day job, and it was during our holidays, and it's real quiet there. There's nothing to do. And I thought, well, I'm going to do something to be productive. So I started working on that.
Yeah. Yeah, because writing, I mean, I never consider writing, but to me, it's like I would probably just go crazy and get bored really fast. Because I mean, at least with the art side, you know, I like to draw. So even if I mess something up, I don't mind doing it again, you know.
I have an interesting tidbit for you about Shipwrecker, and where I did the most writing on that was actually I was on a cruise.
Nice.
And I was like, how appropriate that I'm writing Shipwrecker.
Exactly.
On the cruise. I went on a cruise with my my wife and her like entire family, like her parents, her brother, his wife, and just like it always happens for me, the day we left port, I got like a double ear infection. I was down, hard down.
That's not good.
It was not good, and
ear infections hurt.
I didn't feel like doing much anything, so I would just go down to the little ship's library and work on Shipwrecker all day.
Yeah, that's pretty messed up.
Yeah, wasn't ideal, but
no,
I got through it, and it got Shipwrecker done.
Well, that's it. Exactly. And it got me a hustle, so hey, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
One that I gotta get back to. Because the thing was, the penciling part was like a lot of fun, like I said, right? But it's like when I said it, as soon as I look, I gotta face the ink. It's like, all right, where do I start? You know. But like they say, just start at the beginning, I guess. And then I got that first page done, and then it was like, okay.
Great first page, by the way.
Well, yeah, that one. I mean, I must say thank you, because that one did actually come out a little bit better than I had thought.
Oh, it was great.
It's gonna come out. Yeah. Yeah, the first page of Shipwrecker, that one actually came out good.
They're all good.
Yeah, I mean, well, they look come on. But you know what else I don't like about inking, because now when I'm going back, I see so many things that I want to change.
That's the trouble.
You know what I mean? That's the other problem of inking your work, you know?
You're like,
now I'm looking at things and say, well, I'm saying, how can I put that like that? And, you know, leave this, but it's all good, because it all helps to improve everything, you know? And I try not to change it too much, because obviously at the time I was in that frame of mind, you know? That's why.
Do you ever use blue line?
No, I don't know. You mean with the blue pencil?
Well, what I mean is like,
I'm not too sure how to do that. I've heard people talk about it.
Yeah, all you got to do is I got to send you the color code.
Right.
And what you do is when you get your own pencils done, then you scan it in.
Right.
Then you have that printed using just that color. Say print this, but print it in this color. It's a special blue color.
Right.
Then you ink over your blue line, and then when you scan it back in on a regular scanner, the scanner doesn't detect the blue.
Right.
So all that it'll detect is the ink work you've done. That's how I ink. Like, I'm so nervous I'm going to jack up somebody's original page.
Well, right. And see, I'm always right. And I'm always wondered, because I just ink right on the originals, right? But I always wondered if it's a way. So if you do make a mistake, you know?
Yeah. I like when you send me your stuff and I thought I was inking it, I've still got like every page of yours I had printed on blue line.
Right, right.
And I get mine done at my print shop because they'll put it on like almost like a nicer cardstock paper.
Right.
That's easier for me to ink on. I could print them myself. I've got an 11x17 printer, but I'm just like, they only charge me like 75 cents per page.
Exactly.
And I'm like, you know what? I'll take it for the good.
Right,
paper.
exactly.
And that way I still have it too. When I'm doing shows and stuff later on, I can sell the original page.
Well, that's it. Exactly.
Say, hey, you know, and you know, if you want to think about that too, because if you ink your own blue line, then you have two things to sell. You have the original pencils and the original ink.
Right, exactly. That makes sense. You have to put me on to that.
Yep. I can send you that color code.
Yeah.
I'm certain you guys have like an Office Depot or an Office Max or.
Yeah, we have places you get them.
Yeah, and they'll do it.
Printed out, yeah.
In fact, if I wasn't inking in the zone right now, I'd just Google it for you. But if you Google blue line print color, it'll tell you.
Like, put you right.
Specific color number.
Or the pointers.
It's
and tips.
wonderful, man. When I finally discovered that, I was doing some work on, I think, Cold Lightning.
Oh, right.
And when me and my colorist discovered that we could do that, it was like I just blew us away.
Right.
We're like, whoa.
Yeah, because it's like a what is it? A get out of jail free card, you know?
Yeah, it's like a magic trick. You know? I was like, wow, you know, because I used to like ink over the pencils and then send it to him, and then my digital guy would have to sit there and kind of get rid of some of the pencil marks and spend a couple hours cleaning it up. But now he's like,
those take, and that's the thing, and it's hard to. I mean, doing clean pencils is tricky, you know.
So yeah, I gotta change your life and get you that.
Yeah, that's something I'd definitely interested in.
And then just ink the blue lines, and yeah, like I said, that way it's so many benefits. If you screw up, you just print off a new one.
Exactly, and you could be a lot freer with it too.
Yep.
Think about it, it'll probably come about it because you'll be more relaxed doing it.
Yep. And you can sell it twice because you have an ink page and a pencil page.
That part works too.
Lots of benefits.
That part definitely works.
Oh, Mark's got a printer like you got like the Workforce printer. That's one of the more common ones.
To myself?
Yeah, the Epson Workforce with the 11x17.
I have a brother printer, I think.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I know a lot of cats that get the Epson Workforce because it's one of the cheaper and better.
Oh, right.
Better ones.
Yeah,
it's got
11x17 that I haven't really looked into either. You know, only recently where I realized, wait a minute, I have to start scanning things to people, and you know, that's when you start realizing what you need. You know.
Yup. Let's see. GLHG says, I have my own story why I'm a He-Man fan, but someday, Jarrod, you got to convince the missus to guest on LBC to tell her story. That's not a bad idea. She's so shy. I've asked her about being on the podcast before, and she's just kind of shy about it.
Yeah, understandable.
She's not the I'm the outgoing peacock kind of guy, and she's just not a peacock kind of gal.
Yeah, there you go. How's Ace really doing these days?
He's doing good. I chatted with him recently.
Right.
He's doing all right.
Okay, I haven't really heard or seen him too much, you know.
Yeah, he did have a rough like holiday season.
Right. Okay.
He got real sick.
Oh, that's not good.
And then he got sick after being sick, and
right.
But yeah, he's getting back on the mend. I talked to him a little bit this last week.
Right. Yeah, because I meant to ask you the other night about Ace.
Yeah,
because he actually does some good coloring work, you know.
Yeah, Ace is good on the coloring. Yeah. I use him and I use Ken Solo a lot. Yeah, you did a thing for Ace that he keeps bugging me about inking. You did like a Santa Claus.
Well, yeah, that's 2 years ago now. I'm actually waiting. He started it, and I guess he just got to.
Yeah, he said he just didn't. He's like, man, this is pain. And he's like, will you ink it for me, and then I'll color it. And then my deal with him is because he's coloring Cold Lightning #2.
Right.
And we're 2 pages away from being done.
Right.
All we need is him to color like 2 more pages. And so I told him, I said, listen, you finish Cold Lightning 2, and I will ink that for you.
Yeah, exactly.
And I'm waiting for him to clear the decks on that.
Then you're up, and then you take care of him. Because I just thought if I had forgotten about it. Because I understand too, you know, things you get tied up in things and whatnot.
Yeah, always. He's a good cat.
This year Christmas, I was actually gonna ink it and play around with some watercolors on it.
Oh, that sounds cool.
But I just never got the time to do it.
I hear you. I swear, like inking is the thing that is the hardest to make time for because you know you're going to spend a ton of time on it.
Yeah, exactly.
And it's like it's more fun to just create something than to sit there and ink it.
Exactly. That's why it's crazy when inkers get so little credit. You know what I mean?
I know.
Because what inkers go through, people don't understand.
Yep. You guys just trace. Like no. Yeah, everybody calls us tracers.
Yeah, but it's not really a tracer.
Not at all.
What do you mean?
Well, sir, I got my base blacks done over here. Now I'm going to do some shade work, and then I'll add a color bar. And then Dr. Kaz will be, he and I will be square up until I get your Spidey.
Yeah, I'm just, like I said, keeping my fingers crossed with that one. But I think that one's going to look good once it's inked, I believe.
I believe you're right.
Yeah, I can almost see it in my mind.
I'll try not to screw it up.
No, hey, mate. That's on you.
No pressure.
Dr. Kaz might not appreciate that, you know. I guess my part's done.
Yeah, you're done. I got it from here.
All right, man. Let's see. There.
Oh, John Beatty in the house.
Hello.
John says he understands what pain inkers feel. I can imagine you would.
I can imagine too.
Nobody loves us. Everybody hates us. We should just go eat worms.
Huh. But it's like anything else. Once people that understand, they understand. They want to don't, they don't. Simple as that.
Yep. Add some gray wash. Oh, yeah. One of my favorite Joe T jams. You know what? We need to talk to John if he's still watching in the chat there. We need to find out how he keeps the tips of the brush sharp and pointy. I think he might have dipped out though.
Quite possibly. It's all good.
Indeed it is. Right. The light's down. I'm going to put that in front of the fan. Blow on that before I put the darker wash on it. Let's see if I can't give you the big board since I have nothing to show. Apparently I can't. Try that again. There we go. By the power of Grayskull.
Yeah, I think you need some lightning bolts behind
Don't we all?
it.
So we've been going for 90 minutes. John says with saliva.
Nice.
He says rinse the brush in water, insert it to your mouth, and point. You know, it's funny because I was actually getting my brush to actually point better on this one, and I was just doing a quick dip in water, so essentially the same thing. But the saliva would be a little stickier.
Because he missing step. He's missing step.
All right, doing the spit take.
That's what I should have
Hmm. Uh-oh, somebody died.
You are our final hope. The fate of Hyrule rests with you.
Oh, Venom, starting to come together.
Goblin.
Joe's most downloaded track.
Beat Ganon.
I love this. I love this beat.
You are the light.
Well, just you wait till it starts rocking.
Shine upon Hyrule once again. Now go.
I think you are now ready.
It's great.
Ready to hear what happened 100 years ago. Guide you have to get since your awakening. Herself. Even now, as she works to restrain Ganon from within Hyrule Castle, she calls out for your help.
That Venom will need some splatter. Fans crack. I don't know about fans crack. That makes me nervous. I was thinking about some splatter. So, John, would you splatter this Venom with white or black? That's the question I posed to you, Star. I'm probably going to do probably going to mask this off and do a bar of a purplish blue. Dark gray ink wash and white. All right. I got that. Toothbrush it, John. Let's see if I can find. Oh, there it is.
Let's go, little guy.
Urbosa's fury is ready. Our moment has arrived. Neva's grace is ready. We will not fail.
The volley scale is now ready. Brace yourself,
All right, I want to put that purple or purple bluish ribbon down it. And then I think I do agree with John. I was kicking the idea of splattering this one myself.
The sword that seals the darkness that only the chosen knight can wield against the calamity Ganon.
Periwinkle. Duchess is full of good ideas. In fact, while that's drying, I will take a sip of my drink and see how I mix up my background color. And I'm feeling that dark gray and white splatter. Appreciate the advice, as always, to my good friend John. That's right, I called you my good friend on air. Can't get out of it now. Let's see. I'm going to take this one. Let's see if I can get a cool color out of this. Ooh, purple splatter, man. What do you think about some purple splatter with a little white splatter, John? You got me thinking. Got me thinking, John. Got me all fired up now about purple and white splatter. I got my toothbrush. I got my violet splatter. There's my white. Ooh, I got this brush splatter's pretty good too. I might use this brush. John's got me thinking over here. Plotting and scheming. Treetop Tommy's dreaming and scheming. A couple of brushes that I like for splatter. You're carrying the show, Mark. I'll be right back.
Yes, sir. Start talking. Yeah, let me know if there's any comments. No, I guess I'd pull out some pens and start inking this. Let's see what it turns into.
I am back.
Good stuff.
Don't worry about whose toothbrush I stole. Duchess. I'm not here to point fingers. My regular toothbrush. I'm gonna get this prepped for that, and I'm going to put Mark on the big board while I prep for that. Watching you do a little getting the inks down. I see. I see you getting the inks down.
Yeah.
I'm just putting down some newspaper as I'm about to do some splatter. I don't necessarily want to get it all over everything.
No. Not the ideal thing, is it?
Not necessarily.
John saying that that's the biggest triangles he's ever seen. Talking about your ruler.
It's my old fable. Building.
The boomerang.
Yeah.
I was born in Laredo back in 95.
I don't know. It must be the table, John, because I did put in a new bulb, and I did have verification that it looked whiter. But there's just no pleasing.
Jacksonville, Chicago, Kingsville, and Zapata way up Bajo. 8th grade made it back to the 5. New kid on the block, I gotta survive. Met up with my cousin, started kicking in. He was making beats, I thought he was killing it. Torrance hit FL, started feeling it. Then my father left, and after that my feelings went. 15 when I hit my first bud sack. 17 and where the plug at. Started going kinda knowing this.
Splatter is happening.
Go for it.
There we go. Got us a nice fine mist there. And I'm going to bring in some purple.
Jarrod, go full screen.
All right. Got some nice purple going there.
John saying more. More purple splatter.
More purple splatter. Just a second. There's some more purple. Take it up. Show you what I got a little closer.
Oh, that looks cool.
Yeah, it's coming together.
Yeah, that looks nice.
Thinking about and throwing a little white splatter on that. Might be about that. It's my urine sample. Jokes and jokes. He's talking about my drink, I'm certain. All right.
Spotlight.
Uh-oh. Let me get that switched.
Okay.
I
Got a
want to
special
get that.
guest tonight.
I want to get that on there.
Yeah.
There we go. There we go. Boom.
No, how cool is that?
How cool is that, son?
You got to sign that.
Makes you want to just start over.
Yeah, for real, let it. Make you want to just start all over again.
Let's start all over. Oh, this is nice. Oh, I'm liking this. Oh, there we go. Yeah. Just dropped a little really like white, with just a hint of the purple in it, like a really light purple splatter over it. No, I like it. I like it. I like it. Show you how that came out. There we go. There you go. Not too shabby. Not too shabby at all. Like that. Like it. Makes me happy.
Nice.
That's how we put the paper down.
Yeah, I'm a baby artist. You have to keep drawing.
Thank you, John. Yeah, this did come out good and gritty. I really like the way the white mixed with the dark purple and kind of threw that lavender on there. But we got a question in the chat. Oh, it's been answered. That was our 8-year-old artist who showed up, correct?
Yep. Oh, VIP guest.
That's cool. Is it? That's the girl?
Yep.
If she's got anything else to show, we're happy to put it on the big board.
See that?
She's always welcome on the show. Now I see just a couple of tips and tweaks I'd like to drop into him, but man, I hope Dr. Kaz likes this.
That's your main thing, huh?
What's that?
So that's your main thing.
Yeah, it's the main thing. Gots to make the clients happy. All right. I would say we're in about our last 10 minutes of the show.
Very enough.
Because that'll hit us right at 2 hours. And I'm obviously at a good stopping point.
Yeah, I know the feeling. Believe
I'm
me.
gonna put you on the big board. It's a good thing you got here when you did, John. You did help influence me. I was going to take this piece in a different direction, and I had a lot of fun with this. So I appreciate it as always, sir. I will just wait for these dots to dry. Some of the bigger ones are still wet, and then I will sign it and put it in the Kaz stack. Oh, I see something coming in there.
You got a signature.
Good job, Daniela.
It's official now. That is so cool.
I love it. I love it. Thanks for being part of the show, Daniela.
You hear that?
What'd you say?
He said, Jarrod, Mr. Alberich, thank you for being part of the show. What you think?
That's right.
You're welcome, too.
Very cool. That He-Man is super sweet.
Thank you, sir.
GLHG said you're not joining John, and he said no. Jarrod banned me. No, I can send him a link. Like I said, we're going to wrap up in a few minutes, but I think John had a function for his son tonight, if I remember correctly. At least that's the excuse he gave us. I hope Dr. Kaz is pleased with this.
Oh, looks good to me.
Yeah, Mark, you're probably going to need to go ahead and put that in like a Jarrod stack somewhere.
Yeah. Hey, mate.
Actually, put it up online. We'll see if we can't get a buyer for it.
Yeah.
If the buyer doesn't appear, then just remind me, hey, I got that He-Man, and I'll be like,
Yeah, still sitting, yeah.
To give it to my wife. She's got a pretty sweet. Oh, you know what? While we're letting this dry, I'll bust out that James Bond collection.
That's right.
Let's see if I can.
Before we part ways.
Here it is. I will set Mr. Venom over here to dry. And we can peruse some of my original James Bond art collection in the last 7-8 minutes or so.
Yeah.
See what some artists have done. And all I ever tell them, by the way, it's the only guidance I ever give them. I say, just James Bond. Whatever you want to do with that, go. And there we go. We've got George's Ginty right off the bat.
That one was cool.
Yeah, it's good stuff. Mark, you should reopen your Instagram to showcase your work. That just occurred to me off the top of my head.
I'm thinking about it.
Tommy Castillo, or Tommy or Tony? Tommy Castillo. T. Castillo. There on the left.
Zoom in.
What's up? Oh, you wanted me to put on the big board? I don't want
Zoom
to.
in.
A couple more original James Bond art pieces I've gotten. This one's a lot of fun by Dave Bain. He did a bunch of the mashup of the villains.
That is awesome.
The dude that drew the Tick comic book did the Tick as James Bond.
Nice.
Dean Kotz, awesome guy, cool. Awesome artist. An independent artist around here does his own comics named Rando. Nice guy. He's given a lot of cons.
I gotta get you some Comic Cons, man.
Yeah. Oh, this guy, his name escapes me, but I always remember that he's primarily a colorist. But he did a nice little caricature. And then this is Jamie Cosley, who's an amazing cartoonist. If you're not following him on Twitter, Jamie Cosley, Cosley. He's always doing good stuff. That's Phil Hester and Alex Ogle. Jason Walker. This one's an interesting piece I picked up. This is a lady in Poland, and she does famous people portraits, and she's amazingly talented. Picked it up off eBay. Some amazing pencil work by Chris Hack, I think is his name.
Yeah, so good.
Yeah, he's killer. This is just a guy I found on Twitter out of, I think, Canada. I really like this piece over here that he did. Great ink work. Mark Maddox. You can't go wrong with Mark Maddox. He's the man. I see him in a lot of cons. Got 2 pieces from Mark. This guy, Gary Shipman, is another guy I just found on Twitter. Great Roger Moore piece. John Beatty definitely needs to be in this book. He also needs to not be so demanding with all those caps, man. Zoom in. I do need a Beatty Bond in this book. That's fun to say, Beatty Bond in the book. Graham Nolan. This is one that Beatty kind of hooked me up with. This guy, Iniza. I think he's out of New York. He and I traded pieces. I did a Daredevil, I think, for him, and he did a Bond for me. That was cool. Brian McCollum here on the left has done some Transformers work, so he was just happy to not be asked to draw a robot for once.
No, that Snoopy one is that is definitely my favorite, right?
That's Snoopy. That's Robert Pope, the nicest guy you'll ever meet.
That
tremendously talented guy.
That's the one right there, sir.
This is just a guy out of a penciler out of I want to say Croatia. I found him online. Amazing. Like, this is like almost photorealistic. He's killer. There's Scott Hanna. Another Chris Hack, this time in pen. This is Greg Dickens. Nice guy. I see him on the shows.
That's cool.
Yep, this guy is putting a lot of work in this. His name is Rob. Beatty will remember his last name. Kind of a political cartoonist who just every once in a while does this kind of thing. Great piece. Got Dan Parent, who draws Archie comics, and he made Archie as Bond for me.
Yep.
This is actually the original cover art to one of the newer James Bond comics.
That one's nice, huh?
Yep. This one, I think I picked up off of eBay. Just a random artist I found on eBay that I liked. Is kind of a woodcut looking piece. Unique. He also did a Brosnan. He also did this here. No, I did meet this guy on Twitter. I remember now. He's from Canada. Because this is the piece that caught my eye, and then he made me a good deal on all 3. The Daniel Craig piece is very cool.
Yeah, that is cool.
My brother got me an Ibrahim original for Christmas. Great piece. And I got plenty of pages left for Beatty. Your drawing that you did of Bond for me, Mark, is out in my building.
Right.
In my box of, do I want to sell these? Because like I inked it and I'm like, man, I wonder if I should sell this combo piece that we did. But on the other hand, I'm like, it's my only Mark 007.
Nice. Yeah, one those ink, it looked very nice. That one got me a huge amount of likes on Instagram. The Born one you ink.
Oh yeah.
That's probably one of my top likes, you know.
Get out of solo mode. And I've seen my cameras doing that thing that likes to do after about an hour or so and not autofocus anymore when I go further away. I don't know why it does that. It'll work just fine for about an hour and a half, and all of a sudden it's like, nah, I'm done with that.
Yeah.
Rob Smith Jr. Thank you, baby. That was the political cartoonist guy who is so frustrating that it won't autofocus after a certain amount of time. I don't know why it does that.
Yeah, it is strange.
And you drop it down here and it's like, I don't know what to do. Oh, it doesn't matter. This is the end of our stream anyway. Yeah. It's tired, Dutch. It's just like you, Mark. Let's get a mark on the big board. At least his camera's focusing.
I got further than I thought I would.
Gorgeous work. When you get it to where you like it, obviously put it up on the Twitter tweets, the Instagrams, and all that.
Just gonna blacken in some of the shadows and stuff.
Great stuff.
Yeah.
Well, once again, we we appreciate you being here.
Well,
just to
thank you.
draw and
Thank you for the invites.
oh, anytime. I just love it because it kind of forces us to draw. You know,
That's what you took the word out of my mouth. It forces me to draw.
So we appreciate everybody who stopped by. John, thanks a bunch for the inputs. I'm really happy with this Venom. You're the man. GLHG, thanks for being here. Duchess, always a pleasure. And we will check you guys later.
Yeah.
Don't forget to hit up Mark at Twitter. You see his handle at HTHRLY75. You can find me at Yard Sale Artist. And then, of course, if you liked tonight's background music, head over to SoundCloud and check out Joe November. And, of course, finally, this is the Longbox Crusade channel. So we encourage you to check out the podcasts of the Longbox Crusade.
Yeah.
And with that,
so long.
Goodbye.
Until next time.